When my dad started getting involved in the business in the 30s, he was keenly interested in the guitar because the big band orchestras started using the guitar as a rhythm, part of the rhythm section. And then he happened to meet John D'Angelico, and they became pretty good friends and worked very closely together in the late 30s.
As soon as we started working with D'Addario, we realized immediately that we both wanted the same thing, to recreate a legendary string that pays perfect homage to the string that it's made after.
My dad was experimenting with different alloys all the time, and one of the alloys that he came across was a wire called Bethanized wire, and this was a wire that was made in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania by the Bethlehem Steel Company. Later on, when they started to electrify the instruments, that Bethanized wire was awesome. It was my favorite string as a kid, growing up in the 60s and playing. Later on, that wire became difficult to obtain because Bethlehem Steel closed that plant. Recently, we've been able to find somebody in Europe to make the rod for us in large diameters, the same formula that was used for the Bethanized wire. And then we draw it down for this D'Angelico string and kind of exactly duplicated what my dad and John D'Angelico did in the late 30s. It's, I think, a great partnership between our two companies and kind of rekindles a really great traditional old relationship that existed before.
This is a string designed by two legends, and now it's available for the first time in more than 40 years. Electrozinc is a modern take on a traditional string. They capture that vintage sound of the instruments from the 50s and 60s.
Players, I know they're very loyal to their brands, but when people try out this string and see what it's about, the quality, the balance, and the sound, there's no turning back. They're just fantastic.
Electrozinc strings are going to be available all around the world at all major dealers starting in 2017, and we hope you love them as much as we do.